People may think I'm joking, but I'm not, guys, and I'm not going to stop until $2,000 per XRP. Hell, XRP is about $2.94 if you guys are having a great time. Don't panic, folks. If we do cool off a little, it's only because of the charts. What we should be worried about isn't the day-to-day. Definitely about XRP's long-term goals and what it was actually designed for, just a little bit more in the extra community, folks. This is known as white interesting. Eventually, BlackRock will follow suit. I recall that this account person was right about a few things in the past, and his forecast for 2025 and 2026 for cryptocurrencies is that Bitcoin will reach 450K, which is exactly what I think. However, I believe that will occur by 206 Ethereum 43K. I think the same thing. In my view, it will be around these values by 206 XRP, which he claims is $4,500. Here's where I disagree, folks, because four-digit XRP prior to the collapse is just absurd, isn't it? By next year, I'm more or less thinking about getting $100. I believe that, but is there a chance? Obviously, folks, anything may happen at any time. Perhaps it's a white swan event. After my viewpoint collapsed, no one knows anything except four numerals again. And he mentioned some additional currencies right there. Dogecoin is completely worthless at $57. However, by next year, it's likely to drop to about $5 to $10. Who knows? But indeed, experts believe that one XRP might be worth $1 million, so don't think we're lying, guys. Do you believe I'm joking? No, since everyone has a pricing target, more than four numbers. We were given five numbers. We received $100,000 and then even $1 million for each XRP. Is there a chance now? Nothing should be ruled out. Yes, you might believe that to be the most outrageous price forecast. But is it really? In his example, David Schwartz said that XRP was worth $1 million since it would be more effective. All right, for the ecology as a whole, rather than at a reduced cost. Why? What makes it possible? In the XRP community, the notion of XRP hitting $1 million price is not wholly novel. Quincy Jones, the developer of the XTC Foundation, suggested in a widely shared video that XRP might reach $100 in value. $1 million or 100,000 hours. But how is that even possible? It's as if market capitalization would reach an unprecedented level. Therefore, depending on the amount of assets issued on its network, it cannot be feasible or feasible. XRP serves as a liquidity bridge between financial products, he clarified. You don't say? XRP serves as a gateway for liquidity. It serves as a link between various organizations, businesses, banks, and people in general. The sending institution transfers their XRP or dollars from sender A to sender B, converts them to XRP, and then asks, is that pesos? I'm not entirely sure, but it gets to the receiving institution after being paid in a different currency. But more than that, like bonds. Using a fictitious situation with $500 million and $1 trillion in equity, stocks, and currencies indicate that their worth is directly correlated with the volume of transactions they facilitate. The XRP ledger is where that is issued. Jones proposed that this kind of demand might cause prices to rise sharply. All right, due of the fact that human creativity is essentially limitless, yes, which implies that anything that is issued on the XRP ledger will also be limitless, and thus there is no upper limit to the price of XRP. You all get this, don't you? I mean, it seems like everyone is merely examining the charts. The absurd thing is that, as far as I'm aware, many people believe that extra persons hit lower double digits, greater single digits such as the $10 range, but even the charts indicate greater. Let me tell you why in a straightforward and uncomplicated way. Pumps for the consolidation phase. Phase of consolidation. What comes next? Do you guys notice the difference? Where will it be between this top and this top? This top, that's $10. Sounds a little strange, doesn't it? Guys, if it simply goes like that. Furthermore, it might really just go all the way like that. Isn't that right? We shall see. The fact that they are consuming as much XRP as possible before the real explosion occurs is something that people are unaware of. Almost $1 billion in U.S. currency public firms, excluding Ripple, currently hold about $1 billion USD in XRP as treasury. We received $500 million from Trident Digital Tech, $300 million from Wabus International, $100 million from Vivo Power International, $50 million from Logistics Health, $20 million from Nature's Miracle, $10 million from Hyperscale Data, and 6 figures from Worksport, USD distribution. All right, it's taking a cue from Bitcoin. After that, we'll see more of these individuals and businesses, and it will be used as treasury, for these businesses. It will become enormous. I am already aware, particularly since the ETFs have yet to begin. Shattering the biggest banking group, SPI Japan, intends to introduce 2 ETFs that are connected to Bitcoin XRP and Gold.SPI Holdings Inc. What is influencing the creation of products that address new asset management requirements in anticipation of the regulatory clearance of the debut of crypto asset-linked investment trusts and exchange-traded funds ETFs? Right, gold and cryptocurrency assets, with an asset allocation of up to 49% of cryptocurrency ETFs, including Bitcoin ETFs, and 51% of gold ETFs. However, where does it state XRP? This is the product proposal for Bitcoin XRP and other crypto asset ETFs listed on the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Guys, there it is. It's there. Correct? Imagine then that before the wealth transfer takes place, everyone on the planet will want to purchase as much XRP as they can. Correct? In case you didn't notice, they genuinely want people inside. However, they also want you to leave, don't they? They attempted to free us. While some people succeeded, others failed. XRP will be held in custody by DBAX, a South Korean-based, institutional-grade, licensed digital asset custodian.